Okay, you all, I'm live, so come in. Hit that like button, hit that share button. Just doing some late night, I guess, research. Couldn't couldn't really sleep. Um, Having some little back pain, so I decided let's live stream while I'm sitting here anyway. So it's a little later than usual, but come on in. I probably have some people up, I'm sure, on this Thursday night. It's a lot of things going on in the world. Hope everyone in the Texas area is doing fine, that there's no winter freeze effects as predicted in Texas. So, to all my Texonians, my Texas peeps, looking out for you. So, if you are new to my channel, I am known as the Crypto Queen because of my portfolio and results in this cryptocurrency world. So, two things that are highly related to cryptocurrency is number one, 5G. 5G, the new 5G Wi-Fi. If you have not been hearing about it, you're going to hear about it. You should be hearing about it. In the media, a lot of airplanes, flights had to be canceled because of the 5G towers. 5G is nothing new. However, it may be new to some people because it's recently upgraded around 2019, exactly when this C19 was released as well. So both released simultaneously. So again, you all come in, hit that like button, hit that share button, say hello. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Drop your city and or state or country. I have some people from other parts of the world, not just the United States, that tune in as well. So let me know. Say hello where you're tuning in from. Hit that like button and let's get this party started, right? Let's get this live stream started. Where do I want to start? So much to say, so much time, so little time. I'm going to start with, before I get into the 5G. Hello, Donovan. Hello to you on Facebook. Thanks for coming in and saying hello. Show me some Facebook digital love. Hit that like button or hit that hearts. And also, with that being said, share this on your personal page because I know you're watching on my Facebook page. Credit and crypto conversations, right? So we got Chris coming in. Hello from Illinois, Chris Lathan. Hey, Chris. Chris, are you still in the home based business with me? I know you was my business partner. I had a private Zoom. Are you still in the business with me? And we got JR coming in from DMV. It's in the building. So thank you so much, Donovan, on Facebook for that heart. I see it. Thank you so much for that digital love. So let me adjust my mic. And let's get into, we'll start first with Omicron. Omicron. And why who is saying that Omicron won't be the last COVID variant, according to CNBC, as global cases surged by 20% people in 1 week. Globally, this is 1 week. If you've been following me, I did a live stream earlier today about Biden saying that he will not shut down the economy. JR says sounds like a transformer. What do you mean by that? That it sounds like a transformer. Or do I sound like, what are you saying? I sound like a transformer? It is a little late at night. But Omicron, oh, the name, maybe, Omicron. But yeah, senior WHO officials warn high levels of transmission give the virus opportunity to replicate and mutate. Transmission give the virus more opportunity again to replicate and mutate, raising the risk to another variant, another one. They're telling you, right? They also came out with breaking news that the fourth um, jab did not work. I got you the name. I got you. The fourth jab did not work. Um, that were tests in Israel. They say it's the four of them didn't work, and now they're saying that they're telling you, they're telling you, people still, for some reason, are not awakened. They're not taking any massive action for this transition to a digital dollar. And speaking of that, the Fed released more information on white paper about that. We'll get into that. And so, who director says this pandemic is nowhere near over, people. Matter of fact, I will argue that this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Um, as Freddie Jackson says, we've only just begun. The romance is not over, according to World Health Organization. Who? So the pandemic will not end. Omicron variant subsidized in some countries, warning high levels of infection around the world will likely lead to new variants and virus mutations. 20% equals 19 million cases. And they keep adding and adding and adding and adding and adding and adding. Always something new. Now, on top of that, you also have them forewarning. Who is them? Queen, well, the powers that be, the elite. Um, the hand that spins the world, right, on its fingertips on the globe, the small percentage of elite that controls everything and make the rules, whether you believe that or not. And guess what? It's not the president. President's just a face, a spokesperson, right? Pretty much. Just a puppet on the string. And they're also announcing that the average gas price might hit $4 a gallon. From what I've heard, my sources have told me, and my people that join me live stream told me that gas prices are already at this mark. In California, for example, it's already $4 for regular gas, California and parts of New York. But they're saying that even the states that you see maybe $2 and some change, or $2.70 or $2.80, you're going to see this on average $4 per gallon. And they even telling you when. Here's when, along with the cost of groceries, laundry detergent, breakfast, which I don't try not to eat anything for breakfast anyway, because you are breaking a fast. That's why it's called break fast. So your stomach is not ready to digest anything, especially hard carbohydrates like biscuits and greasy pork like bacon or just beef. Your body is not ready to ingest anything till about noon, right? Because when you sleep, your body goes through, you get a gift from the infinite God, infinite spirit. That's when melatonin kicks in and your body does all of its digestive work and rehabilitating work, and to give you a refreshing and a new dawn of a new day. And then your serotonin kicks in, and you're not, when you're breaking a fast, that's what your hours of sleep are. You're not supposed to wake up at 8 a.m. or 6 a.m. and put heavy food on your stomach, right? But at any rate, I know I went around the world to explain it. Breakfast and gas prices will be trending in a painful upward direction. Earlier this week, Goldman Sachs said that oil could rise over $10 to $100 a barrel and go even higher in 2023. So, again, they're saying another variant will come out. Oil prices will increase. Groceries, laundry detergent, we still have a supply change. This is also going to consist of a natural gas crisis, right? And you have countries like Europe already, for example, because of this gas crisis, that have skyrocketing prices and low supply of gas. So they're saying, like, this is the time, if you want to get the cheapest prices for these prices skyrocket, for you to rush to the pumps because this time may be the lowest you'll see it in a long time. And so they're expecting, or Goldman Sachs is saying that they're expecting the gas, as far as by the not by the at the pump, but by the barrel, they're expecting gas to be as high as $100 a barrel by the third quarter of this year. Now, this time last year, the average price of gas was $3.32 on the national average. So that was up more than $1 from just January of last year. And so prices are continuing to rise. So that's called inflation, people. And the reason for inflation is because this will cancel out the paper currency as we know it, known as the dollar. I showed this on my last live stream. This is Venezuela dollar, and this is worth nothing. Venezuela currency collapsed. They were printing more than like $1,000 bill at one time. I have a fictitious, all of it is fake though in this paper. $1 million bill, $1 million, United States. But people, this is where we're headed as the Fed released today, right? The white paper for the digital dollar, and Ashley says, "Do I feel this will happen in Mexico also?" Yes, I feel like this is going to be a global reset in a global pandemic. So all countries alike are going to see inflation at a high rate. All countries alike. And any country that has paper currency is going to see it, as the plan is all along to change to a digital dollar system. That's all dollars, right? This is globally, as they're saying, another variant. That's why all these variants are global variants. So the Fed releases a long-awaited study on the digital dollar, but doesn't take a position yet on creating one. So this is pretty much the white paper. You can rest assured probably about April of this year, or summer of this year, it will be implemented, or start the process more of implementation, as they're predicting things will get worse and worse, especially during the cold season and winter months. I'm pretty sure they're going to be accurate in keeping the cases at an all-time high, and and advertise or market that there's new variants, or report rather that there's new variants. That's a better way of saying it. So they released today the long-awaited digital dollar on the central bank's digital currency. It's a 40-page document that notes the public comments in the white paper again, and the issues that may arise. And so you have central bank digital currency, CBDCs, could offer a range of benefits according to this video. So they're going to definitely let's see, can we watch this video? Let me cut my sound on. Can you do the home-based business if you're not employed? You can. And I know the reason why you're asking that is because you want to know if the paycheck pay raise would relate to you if you don't have a paycheck, meaning that the IRS certified specialist that works within the home-based business that have been analyzing many of my team members, my business partners' paycheck, and readjusting their W-4 to add the 470 tax deductions from the business. And when that readjustment comes and that addition, because as an employee, you only have 9 tax exemptions. Notice the change of the language. Exemptions versus deductions. So now you get added 470 tax deductions. And so how this works for people that are not employed at all, or self-employed, and they don't get a traditional paycheck or have to complete a W-2 is that you share the information with 98% of the population that do receive a paycheck and that need could use extra money as inflation is at an all-time high, the highest it's been in 40 years. They can use extra cash flow out of their paycheck. They can use credit restoration services, and it also has a bill negotiation part in which experts negotiate with your bills, such as maybe you have Comcast, DirecTV, maybe you have Verizon, AT&T, uh, Sprint, whatever your cell phone carrier is. They negotiate those bills for lower, saving money that way as well. And if you have an other business, or say maybe you have a brick and mortar business, they also negotiate your bills for that business. Also allows up to $12,000 tax deductions. So instead of, for example, you going to the grocery store making grocery for your children or your child directly out of your bank account, you will set up a separate account for your child, a separate banking account. The child will have a debit card. Doesn't mean they have to use it. You can be in possession of it, right, to monitor it. But when you are, and it's also teaching them entrepreneur skills. And so when you go make the groceries for the home, whatever the child want, they even have these children's buggies now, right? Um, they have their selection of foods that you would purchase for them. You have yours, maybe, and you use it out of the child's account, and now that's tax deductible. So it's money that you're spending anyway. So it's so many different ways to use these services, these financial tools and services to get you more cash flow, because cash flow is not just about money flowing to you. It's money that you spent out coming back to you. That's what I have to get people to understand, how to get money from the IR to the S, man, as Grant Cardone would put it. Because Uncle Sam is robbing you blind. And what I mean by that, if you're getting taxed anywhere on the low end of 20% out of your paycheck, and then on the high end, 30% in the form of taxes from FICA. And then some people have both state and federal taxes. If you're in Texas, Arizona, Florida, fortunately, you don't have state taxes. So then out of that paycheck has to come big businesses. The four things that steal your wealth is big businesses, taxes, debt, money that people get from the banks to purchase a home, a vehicle. Sometimes people just use credit cards to buy things that depreciate in value instead of appreciating. And then you have the big businesses that operate off capitalism, which means that every day, or every month rather, every month of the year is strategically designed to take money out of your pockets. And people celebrate events. And when they think they're celebrating these things in good intentions, like Thanksgiving, in November, October is Halloween, December is Christmas, January is New Year's, February is Love Day, Valentine's Day. Then you got March, spring break. Then you come into April, and it's Easter. Then you got, let's track back. You also got March, St. Patty Day parade and St. Patrick's Day. April is Easter, and May and June, Mother's Day, Father's Day, and now they've also added Juneteenth. Then July, they hit you again, 4th of July, you got to celebrate that. And then they're not going to give you a day off in August, okay, back to school shopping, got to get the kids back to school. And then September is Labor Day. And then we haven't even looked at birthdays, anniversaries, and graduation in May. I forgot about that, on top of Mother's Day. And then you got birthdays and anniversaries. So they set this up. This is why the rich people operate. That's called socialism, where they know how to program and create holidays and instances all every month, 12 months out of the year, to get money out of people's pocket that don't know any better. right? So I won't even get into the religious holidays, and the real purpose for it is to get you in the spending spirit if you really knew the truth behind it. So back to the Fed, right? As they release central bank digital currency. Let's watch this clip.
Paula needs a parachute. So,
Let's
Salesforce Customer
wait till
360
this
unites your marketing, sales,
video
commerce, service, and
commercial.
IT teams
So
around
the
you
pros
so
and
they can
cons. They're
deliver
talking
a great
about the pros and
experience
cons
from
of this
anywhere.
digital currency. And let's wait to this ad.
Yeah, thanks, Kelly. The
Let's go. So the
long-awaited
pros and
paper on the
cons. They're
central bank
talking
digital
about the
currency
pros
being
and
issued at
cons
this
of
time
this
by the Federal Reserve, in
digital
which they say
currency.
that a CBDC could offer a range of benefits and risks. Don't come to any particular conclusion about it, but they say it could offer the general public a risk-free digital money that is free from credit risk, free from liquidity risk, would not replace existing digital money, but would be an addition to it. The Fed will not proceed, as Chair Powell has said, with a CBDC without support of Congress and the executive branch, ideally with an authorizing law. Let me go through quickly what the paper sees as the benefits. It would provide electronic form of central bank money to the general public, households, and businesses, faster and cheaper payments, and expanded consumer access to the financial system. Many, of course, are underbanked in this country. The risk, well, it could affect the financial market structure, cost and availability of credit, because it could disintermediate the banks if they did it the wrong way, and also how monetary policy works.
Okay, I'm gonna pause. He said cost and availability of credit, people. That's why FICO 10 is here. FICO 10 and FICO 10T. You haven't heard about that. That's why you're seeing a lot of bank closures. And he also said many people are underbanked, right? So this report was originally expected in the summer of last year. It's released now, January. Now, and so I'm pretty sure they're saying some of the downsides, but I want you all to look at the date. Jerome Powell spoke people January the 11th. I was live streaming it last year in 2021. I'm telling you that 1/11 in 2022, that there will be some type of hearing, some type of event, because the government speaks in code. So let me allow you all to finish watching this. And they speak through numbers. Numbers are secrets and codes, numerology, gematria, which is um, con- consistent or entangled with the word geometry. I don't know if I want to say entangled, but of the etymology of the word geometry, gematria. And I've been telling people that numbers in the Bible represents numbers. Genesis 1 and 1, secrets and codes, right? Secrets and codes.
Would be an addition to it. The Fed will not proceed, as Chair Powell has said, with a CBDC without support of Congress and the executive branch, ideally with an authorizing law. Let me go through quickly what the paper sees as the benefits. It would provide electronic form of central bank money to the general public, households, and businesses, faster and cheaper payments, and expanded consumer access to the financial system. Many, of course, are underbanked in this country. The risk, well, it could affect the financial market structure, cost and availability of credit, because it could disintermediate the banks if they did it the wrong way, and also how monetary policy works. Now, three things the paper is calling for: privacy protected, intermediated, as in you don't do business right with the central bank, you may do it with digital wallets, and identity verified, so you can protect against criminal activity, among other things. Paper's meant to begin a debate, get public comment. They'll continue to explore a wide range of design options for CBDC. Kelly, this is moving very slowly, but it is potentially the biggest change to money since, I don't know, currency consolidation after the Civil War. So we're watching it very carefully.
Yeah.
Wow, did you all hear that? The biggest change of money in currency since after the Civil War, right? And so here we are, right? Eric Tracy, you're saying they're dropping the mandates. I can't, you said when G full time. I don't really understand what you're saying in that. If you could retype it for me, and what mandates and specifically that are dropping are you referring to? But Federal Reserve is taking the next steps towards possibly launching another article, the digital currency. This is happening, right? It's here. It's pretty much, they're just giving you people just the process that is going to have to go through to implement it, to really bankrupt the dollar, the cash dollar, the paper dollar out. So the benefits and drawbacks, and where it will land is asking the public to provide feedback over the next 120 days. So that's approximately 4 months. As I told you all, around April and May in the summer, it would only seek to create a digital currency with clear support. And things are, and the economy is going to be so bad and disrupted by April and May um, as April, there's going to be a delay in people getting their tax refunds back. And so, people like clockwork, for whatever reason, they already have their tax refunds spent by January, whether it's to buy a new refrigerator, a down payment on a new vehicle, even though vehicles are grossly overpriced right now. Some of them got in debt for Christmas and they look forward to getting out of that. Some of them just want to spend it on spring break, um, you know, and but what I would really like for most people to do is to invest, invest with your tax refund. But a lot of people are not, they're not thinking on those terms, right? Got you, Tracy. Okay, I got you. And I won't read that out loud. I don't want my video to get um, flagged. But yeah, and let's get into that since you were talking about receivers and the same symptoms. And that ties right into my next transitional topic as we get out of the Federal Reserve's taking the next step to implement or launching their digital dollar. 5G internet.
Man, your boy Papa Duck. Look.
Oh, yeah. That's why I was going to show 5G internet. Two videos I want to share with you all concerning that. One is from Papa Duck. You follow him. And one is from, I forgot his name. And, they had a wealth of information on here. So I decided, let's just share the video instead of me elaborating on that. If you all don't know, just want to remind you that a lot of flights were canceled yesterday because they felt like that the more release of 5G towers, which they are doing, would disrupt and interrupt flights. That's how strong this stuff is. This is how strong this stuff is. As the first releasing of this, because like this video I'm going to share you with Papa Duck, he released this November 2019. I want you to think about what else was released or said to be on the scene around this time. So Papa Duck is on it. He says 5G internet is the beginning of the end. So let's watch a small excerpt of this.
I'm back with a motherfucking serious ass video, and yes, I've been getting a lot of requests about this topic.
And this topic is about 5G network. If you don't know what 5G network is, trust me, your ass will find out sooner or later. It's a very, 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 very fast internet connection, and it has a very high level of radiation. All kind of studies are already shown people is going to be catching cancer, already catching cancer, because they putting them up already. And it's crazy, man. Like, you got to understand, this shit's going to allow other electronics to communicate with each other. That's dangerous. You seen that movie Chucky? When the motherfucker the self-driving Uber driver pulled up and picked the old black lady up, how Chucky was able to control that motherfucking van.
Destination.
Hey, look at my ride. Don't be jealous now. You see that shit? That's what I mean by electronics can be able to talk to each other. They telling you in the movies, he was able to control the drones in the movie too. Go watch the movie Chucky, the new movie. Matter of fact, if you don't believe me, watch what this motherfucker say in the motherfucking trailer of the movie.
Buddy can connect to and control all of your Caslin products and smart home devices. Introducing your new best friend. Buddy can connect to and control all of your Caslin products and smart home devices. Introducing your new best friend.
That's how cars gonna be able to drive by itself, trucks, and this how Amazon gonna be able to deliver your shit with a motherfucking truck that has no driver. This shit is so dangerous, you have no idea to your body. And how they gonna get y'all? They gonna tell y'all you could download a whole series, episodes of any show you want to watch in seconds. That's how fast this shit is. But trust me, this shit comes with a price. And you want to pay close attention to this video. Sit back, take your notes, do what you gotta do. But I'm finna show you a video of a guy who put these towers up, these 5G towers. He gonna tell y'all just how dangerous they are. He putting them up because, like he said, he got a family to feed, but he's apologizing early because he know the effects that this shit finna cause on us. So sit back, pay attention, check out this video, like, subscribe, comment, do what you do. But watch this video and pay close attention.
So the question of the day. Ian, what do you think about 5G? For those of you that don't know, I'm a tower climber. I climb cell phone towers and install the cellular equipment that allows you to keep scrolling. And I'm currently in 5G training. And I was already concerned about this technology before getting in there and actually learning some of the science about it. So let me give you some of the science about it. The radio frequency that our towers currently emit is non-ionizing radiation with a long footprint over the ground, so it's able to dissipate and spread out. Right? It's currently being broadcast anywhere from like 1.5 to 2.5, 2.8 megahertz.
So I'm gonna stop it right there. You all saw or heard the megahertz that's behind it. I mean, you can do your own research, do due diligence. You know, so a lot of people say they call this stuff conspiracy theories, but you watch the movies, the one that was trying to forewarn people and they thought was conspiracy theories, or the one that live at the end. But I just tell people, do your own research, due diligence. And, a lot of people refer to, for example, the RFID chip that they're having in the right hand in Sweden, right, as the mark of the beast. And if you study and research, Sweden is the only country that has not been through a shutdown. And so, many people can say, or they, I believe that there will be RFID chips. I don't have the book on me, but they had, it was in the book, but they've had commercials that were already showing, this is back in the early 90s, right? They were already showing how you will be able to go electronically and scan and just pick up things. It was like the person was stealing, but it was, I forgot the name. It was in this book that I once read, and I pulled up the commercials once in the live stream to show people that it was just self-checkout. They had this guy shopping, and it looked like that he was trying to find it, like he was shoplifting, right? And he wasn't. When he walked through like these sensors in this grocery store, it automatically scanned what he had and automatically checked everything out. Self-driving trucks. This was back in the early 90s, 80s. So this is nothing new. I may, continue to do a live stream on it and show you all those video clips again. But this stuff has been planned for a long time. This self-checkout, this technology. And again, a lot of people talk about the 666 with the RFID chips. I'm not disputing that because it's already here. They already have it in Sweden. But the thing is, also the right hand, that's why when you swear on the Bible. You have to use your right hand, and the right hand is a form of power. It's a form of power. It's a, that's why you go to, or they, Sweden technology on your skin. This came out. Sweden microplants, under your skin. So also people look for a physical mark on the forehead. I just think that represents the pineal gland. And with that being said, they said the jab already has mRNA in it, mRNA that affects the DNA. So this is microchip implants technology under the skin, and human microchip identifying RFID, which is radio frequency identification. That's in silicated glass implanted in the body of a human being, and it usually contains a unique ID number in the database. And in Sweden, thousands. Let me enlarge this. Only people that don't want to study or know the truth call this stuff conspiracy theory because it's out here. So thousands have the chips to speed up your daily routine, make their life more convenient, having access to their homes, office, and gyms, swiping their hands against digital readers. Swiping of the hands against digital readers. So this is here. Chips can also be used to, store emergency contact details, people, social media profiles, e-tickets for events and journeys. He holds a microchip implant. This is in 2017. A lot of people advocating for this. Implants in humans has privacy and security implication that go beyond, that says cameras and public places, facial recognition, tracking your locations, your driving habits, your spending histories, and even beyond ownership. So I want to show you this other video. When people are real spiritual or in line, it they use quite a bit of profanity, but I'm just going to show you this other clip on this one. And warning, it has some profanity in it too, but I just want you to get the message of what's being said and not really focus on it. Right? All words, letters have a certain type of energy, frequency, and vibration. That's just what it is. That's why they call it spelling. You casting a spell with words, whether good, bad, positive, or negative. That's why, you have the spelling bee. Words can spell, so, words have harsher vibrations. You're right. Says you will own nothing. That's what the World Economic Forum. People will own nothing and be happy. But I will own, right? Because I know that cash is soon going to be done away with. And so what I'm doing is building them as much cash flow as I can. I'm having tax shelters in place. And this is why I have the 129-254-788-1144, because 129 is the investment cost to get 470 tax deductions and to build your cash flow so you can invest in assets like cryptocurrency and get it at the very foundational stage that it's at now before crypto just take legs and fly. Just over a year and a half ago, people were saying when Bitcoin, for example, was at $3,500 in 2019, and now you got Bitcoin that hit a low of 39,000. That's less than 2 years, or right at 2 years. So let me play this other. Fix my glasses as my eyes are getting a little weak because it's a little late. We're going to watch this other clip and we're going to sign out for tonight. Here, if you want cash flow and from work from home opportunities using strategies, no products over here, no weight loss tea, no Mary Kay, none of that. Just growing the money that you're already making, saving you money on bills that you're already paying. Text 129. It's $99 discount, a limited time special. The regular investment opportunity is usually $228. So because of this financial pandemic, the company, the CEO, business owners decide to give a temporary discount to make this very affordable and achievable for people to invest in and get started now, as again tax returns are going to be delayed until late April, and you have millions of Americans that do not have jobs right now. All right, so let me play this.
Help you. Now I want y'all to know I don't come on my channel trying to make my niggas paranoid. We have nothing to be worried about.
Life is beautiful. Life gonna only get beautiful for you. It's all on you. The way you want your life to be, it can be that way. You have to take care of yourself. You have to focus on yourself. It's that simple. You have to go. You have to do the answers. Was that you on PS4? Yeah, my bad. I was reading a message, bro. Every time I start doing something, I just get distracted. You don't have to feel bad, man. Just take a deep breath, man, and enjoy life. Now, listen. Let's rewind back to 2G. 2G frequency is okay. It's some little shit. 2G is talk and text. That's 2G. 3G. 3G is talk, text, internet. That's what 3G means. Third generation. Another higher level of frequency. Then it came with 4G. 3G wasn't enough. We need 4G. That's what we have now. 4G, talk, text, internet, but better internet. Way more faster. Coming up with more and more ways to distract us from connecting with our higher self, from being able to focus, from being able to meditate. We got too much in our head, man. It's going to keep getting worse and worse. Now listen, 4G just wasn't enough for us. I feel like I'm perfectly fine with 4G. I don't even think I was going to get 5G no time soon. But when I tell y'all how strong 5G is, y'all niggas going to be like, what the fuck? Now listen, 4G wasn't enough. 4G is talk, text, and internet, but better internet. Now we have 5G. Remember, 440 hertz is a terrible frequency. Stress, depressed, moody. 5G internet is so fucking fast and strong. The frequency is so fucking strong and deadly. A fucking video that take like 30, 35 minutes will upload in like 60 seconds, bro, with 5G. A 30-minute video will upload in like 45 seconds. It's that strong. Good as fuck. It seemed like everybody should have that internet. Right? Sound too good to be true. You mean to tell me my internet, I could go from having to upload a video, or I go from something taking an hour to download to only 3 minutes? I need that. You feel me? I need it. But check this out. Let me tell y'all the dangers of 5G. Number one, they used to use this same type shit, radiation frequency, as a weapon in the army against the ops, against the enemies. They used it in the army. Why would we be using that frequency for internet here? Number two, it gives you cancer. It causes cancer. It's fucking with your body. Frequencies fuck with your body, your soul. You can't see it, you feel it. It can control your consciousness. If you moody, you have mood swings. Sometimes you get super mad and moody. If 5G around, it takes a toll on you drastically. Now I know all the dark side behind that. I know I know what it really is. But once again, I'm not making nobody paranoid. You have to take care of yourself spiritually and you have to up your level of consciousness to start knowing what all this shit really is and what all this dark energy and shit really is. It causes cancer. They use it as a weapon in the army. The radiation, it makes you moody, depressed. It's worse than 440 hertz. So if you got 5G, they can't just come and hook it up in your house. They got to put like one of them little towers, them little mini towers. They got to put that shit like on the side of your, they got to put that shit somewhere in your area facing where you at. So if you in your hood, and then some people got 5G, you ain't even got to have it. But that person next door to you or somebody, they sending that frequency all around you in the neighborhood. This frequency causes cancer. It's deeper than that. Do your fucking research, bro. Please don't even be like, man, know it all. Let's do your research, bro. Nobody knows shit at all.
So you heard it from two different videos. Just want to give you more than one intake on that. As the first rollout of 5G was January the 5th of this year. They did a second rollout so strong they had to cancel flights. Flights had to be canceled. It makes you think about the invisible enemy that Trump was talking about or referring to. But anyway, International Airlines cancels flight amid the 5G rollout. And the reason being, according to the airline industry, the 5G cell phone service has potential to impede critical aircraft equipment if the towers are positioned too close to an airport, and will pose a risk to flights operating safely. Now, people, if it caused this to air, listen, I'm enlarging it so you can see it. Aircraft equipment, people, what do you think it can do to a human body? And it tells you some of the world's most notable airlines, Japan, Air India, all have canceled flights or nixed flights to U.S. airports where technology will be operating nearby as of yesterday. For months, airlines and cell phone carriers Verizon and AT&T have been locked in a dispute. Listen at this. Locked in a dispute over the effects of 5G technology on aircraft equipment, including airports, airlines, aircraft manufacturers. Cell phone companies say they haven't had ample time to update any systems that would potentially be affected. I don't know why somebody would call my phone and disrupt me while I'm live streaming when that message on that screen clearly says text. So, people don't do that. And it's late night. This is the stuff that I be talking about. However, I guess somebody just wants to see, was it really a real number? Let me just put the phone on Do Not Disturb. So, regulators, radio waves, 5G towers had the potential to interfere with towers activated within the range of airports, lose their low visibility. So I'm telling you all this to tell you this. It's quite simply, the Fed coin, the digital dollar is coming. Cryptocurrency is not going anywhere. It's here to stay. Most people don't have the cash flow to invest. Either you're going to invest in this changing currency system as Bitcoin. Oh my God, crypto has taken a big red today, a big dip today. But for people that is not in it like they want to be in it, right? This is a great, great buying opportunity as you got BTC in the red, almost as red as Santa Claus suit across the board at 38,000. It took us a 7% dip today. Always invest in the red. Number one rules if you want to stay rich and remain rich, never in the green. So, hey, the thing is, most people don't have the cash flow. It is a job issue, or they have not gotten the tax refunds or can't get it, and looking at months end before they get it, or it's an inflation issue. Ether under $3,000. Haven't seen that in a long time. As Ether was at over 4K. And you got Dogecoin at 15 cents, ADA 121, Solana at 125. But you know, until the Fed coin comes out, and as the new Fed paper hints that a CBDC could compete with private digital money, right, which is the paper currency, you're going to see these. And you got China releasing its digital yuan today, throughout for the Winter Olympics as well. So I just want to bring this to you all to tell you now more than ever, you need to have a backup plan for your money. You want to convert cash into an asset like crypto. Again, I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not giving a financial advice. I'm just showing you things that's being put in place to carry out this digital currency system. The more installation of 5G and that strong radiation that it carries. And people, this is going to be the best of times and the worst of times. And if you're not financially transitioning to this new, ready or not, it's here, ready or not, even though since the Fed is telling people that they're going to get the input of the public, but it's coming. They're telling you that it's going to be another variant, another mutant. It's coming after Omicron. And they're telling you that 4 jabs didn't work, right? A jab cannot work against radiation. They're telling you this. Biden says he's not planning on closing the economy, which unfortunately they're saying a lot of workers are going to work sick with this, right? He's not planning on closing the economy anytime soon, which means the future of this financial transfer is going to look real, real ugly before it looks better. Cosmic, do I think 5G phones? That's a good question. I mean, it very well can be. I have EMF chips on my cell phones. I can show you an example of one that helps combat radiation, to help fight against radiation. But as I've been telling people, protect yourself against that as well, but protect yourself because this is going to be a mass redistribution of wealth, if you can see that, to help protect against radiation. A mass redistribution of wealth. This is going to be the greatest wealth transfer ever experienced. And this is the easiest time in mankind, if you are prepared and you are planning correctly, to become a millionaire, a multimillionaire, or a decamillionaire. This is the easiest time. But most people, because of inflation, they're telling you that groceries are going to increase. The average price of gas is going to be $4, that they're going to continue to pump inflation. And the Fed is going to raise the interest rate. They're telling you that they want to make sure that people, especially if you just have one source of income, will not be able to invest or hold your crypto assets. A lot of people are getting 1099s in the mail as we speak. And also, with that being said, the tax refunds because of the advanced child tax credit is going to be less this year. It is going to be less for the people that took their child tax credit payments in advance, and millions of Americans did, right? Their refund is going to be smaller and less this year, right? So yes, please text that phone if you need more cash flow. Don't call, right? It's real. I heard the latest bill is going to put switches on some sort of new cars, kill switches. I know EV cars are coming, right? Electronic vehicles. So yeah, you already really have kill switches on vehicles already. When you, for example, a lot of people low income or whatever the situation, I won't say low income, but people buy these vehicles and they already have kill switches on them if they can't make the notes. so that the company can just come in easily and repossess, repo these vehicles. So kill switches are not really anything new, but it may be more prominent and more demanding than what you're seeing. And on top of all of this is going to be a food supply shortage as well, right? Food supply shortage, as we still have issues with the supply chain. So still have issues with the supply chain. So, people, you got to right now, more than ever, take massive action. Don't sit back and want to play the blame game. Don't sit back and say it's the government fault or continue to say we need more stimulus. Stimulus is not going to help. A $1,200, $1,400 check or transfer is not going to help. And millions of Americans are now being homeless because evictions are in action. Millions of Americans are going homeless. So prepare for this great reset. Prepare. Have you other ways to make money from home using this internet, and have you ways of protecting your body against radiation. Right? This is why I wear certain. This is not for fashion. This is for protection against radiation. Right? So I'm signing out as much as I can. Right? I'm signing out. You all be safe, be healthy, be wealthy. You want to take advantage and join me in business through networking of using other people's energy frequency and vibration. Text that 129 because that ends next week, right? So make an investment so you can position yourself to get extra cash flow from home, because where we are headed, you're going to desperately need it. You're going to desperately need it. Hey, Queen out. You all be safe out there. Stay healthy, stay wealthy, and you all have a peaceful, peaceful good night.